Good morning, guys. Today I am taking you to the garden again, and you can hear the seagulls. Yeah, we have plenty of seagulls here. I thought that it would be a nice idea to film again in the garden because you will get the better light quality and sound quality, and there will be two videos appearing, one today and one tomorrow. I am filming both today because I have ideas, and another thing is that under the previous video, when I asked you for the content that you would like to see on the channel, you gave me actually a free pass. Thank you so much for your commenting and being active. There are usually these two people that are active most of the time. So thank you, Patricia, and thank you, Melinda. Thank you, and let's start the first video. So yesterday afternoon, I posted on my Instagram story that my perfume collection. The story is still available up until the afternoon, so go ahead and check it out. And I was mentioning this vintage opium EDT. This is the vintage one. I don't know the year it comes from. I bought it off some auction, and this is the vintage EDT. And today I was thinking, because usually the mornings are quite reflective, about this fragrance, and I thought that this is how the perfumes should be made of. Guys, this is EDT, but it's an amazing version. It's very long lasting, it's very potent, even though it's eau de toilette. And I think I haven't smelled any vintage version, any other vintage version of opium. I have a very vivid memory about my aunt from the Netherlands that was using opium, and this is to me like the 90s. Every time, every summer she visited, and she always smelled like opium. That's why this scent is very nostalgic to me. So this is my only memory of possibly other vintage versions of opium, but this one is very amazing. Opium was released in the 70s, and there was this huge feud between Yves Saint Laurent and Estée Lauder, that Estée Lauder sued Yves Saint Laurent that they copied the scent called Youth Dew. And actually, let me tell you something. This feud doesn't matter once you smell Kiehl's original mask. And I think the core of both of the scents, Youth Dew and Opium, are in the Kiehl's original mask. And the thing is that all of the fragrances are different. Kiehl's is more dirty, musky, very dirty, musky, like an Indian incense shop. Yupdu is more animalic and cinnamon based to me, and opium is more resin and incense based. Of course, all of them are on a musk, quite dirty musk base. But what do I mean about this is how the perfume should be made? I told you, like, this stuff is very potent, but after all this passing, the time that passed since this sample was made, um, it still smells amazing. It didn't spoil. It's not dirty, like it's not well, let me compare to the modern version. The modern version to me has more vanilla, and this vanilla gives like this very dirty, dusty film on this beautiful scent, and the modern version has less depth to me. Usually this is how the modern version looks like. That's why the modern version, no matter if it's EDT or EDP, that are still very nice fragrances, don't get me wrong, but they to me get a little bit muddy. The composition of the fragrance gets very muddy, not clear, and it's kind of maybe suffocating at times. And this one, even though it's full of the spices, the incense, the resins, it's still quite fresh, clear, as if you opened like this old wardrobe with this fresh washed clothes that were there for quite some time. You know, my grandmother used to put soap into her you don't call it pantry, to her cabinet, with like the um like the laundry with the towels and bed sheets. She used to put soap, so it had this distinctive scent, quite similar to Shalimar and Jiki, or Jiki, as you would say. So this fragrance is amazing. It's still clear. It's very structured and takes you on a journey. And let me tell you something. Oh, sorry. No, I don't want to ruin it. Sorry. Supposedly, Tom Ford's mother used to use opium, and he has his vintage opium bottle always in his drawers. And I want to tell you that why I admire the Tom Ford house, because Tom Ford's fragrances are always made 100%, just like this scent is. And I think that Tom Ford makes great fragrances, and very consequent. You can see the DNA in Tom Ford's fragrances. When I'll have more Tom Ford's fragrances, I will tell you that I will make you like an overview of the fragrance. But yeah, for now I will leave you with these couple of thoughts of the vintage of opium. Let me know if you know the fragrance, if you have any memories with this fragrance, and see you next time tomorrow. Bye bye.